Here's that pass.
That's called an up and under shot. With a pass intention. Up, fake up, and then under for a little scoop shot. He works on that every day, I'm sure.
My name is Earl Boykins. I'm the Director of Student Athlete Development. For the previous 5 years, though, I was a high school coach at Douglas County High School in Denver, Colorado. My role here is, first off, is to make sure the young men are academically where they should be. I also am in charge of getting the athletes to various community events, such as Boys and Girls Club, reading to children in elementary schools. We went and visited a senior citizens living home. So I just try to not only help with academics, but also the community service aspect.
We have an award in our office called the Razorback Ready Champion of the Month. Okay, and what we do is we give that to an individual who has played the greatest role in a team's engagement in our community, in our office. One person, a member of your staff, who played the greatest role in your engagement and y'all being here, and that is Earl Boykins. So Earl, if you come on up.
The reason that I got the award is it wasn't because of me. It was because of our athletes. Our athletes have been unbelievable in doing the different activities that I asked them to do, and it's just a reflection on what they're doing as athletes, not just on the court, but off the court also. I'm have a laid-back personality myself, so the people here are very friendly. It's very laid back, and the people are welcoming here, especially when they find out that you're with the University of Arkansas. They love their Razorbacks here, so it makes the interaction with the community a lot easier. Coach Muss and I relationship goes back 20 years now. When I first met him, he was actually an assistant with the Orlando Magic when I was there, and Doc Rivers was the head coach at the time. When he became the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, he reached out to me. At the time that he reached out, I wasn't in the NBA. I was at home just waiting on the opportunity to get back into the NBA. He reached out to me, and he was the first coach to give me my real opportunity to, as I say, to become a legitimate NBA player. I was in the NBA for previous years, but I wasn't getting a lot of playing time, and he gave me my first real big opportunity. My first game with him as coach of the Golden State Warriors, I believe I signed on a Tuesday, and on a Wednesday we played the Denver Nuggets. And I didn't practice at all, and once game time came on Wednesday night, he put me in the game. He said, you know, I'll give you a couple of minutes, see how things goes. He puts me in, he doesn't take me out. Halftime come, I go up to him and I say, Muss, I thought I was only gonna get a couple of minutes. He says, I brought you here to win games. As long as you win games, you'll play. And that's his attitude. His attitude has always been that he's gonna play the guys that he believes can help him win, no matter what the circumstance is. I was a guy who came off the street, and I didn't even have an NBA practice. And once he puts you on the court, if you perform, you don't come off the court. In the NBA, you're dealing with adults.
Good, J5, 2-minute NBA shooting, here we go.
And the collegiate level is more of a teaching and development of young athletes.
Close the airspace, you close with active
But as
hand.
far as his expectations of what he expects the player to do once he's on the court, that hasn't changed. He expects you to go out there and perform, and he's very demanding. So from that aspect, from the coaching is the same, but from the personal development and relationships, he's different. This team they have a lot of different characters. You know, pretty much they're great individuals, first of all. We have a team full of great individuals, but they're competitors. They're great competitors, and every night they step out on the court, they give 100% effort. And that's what makes this team unique, because each and every one of those guys, when you put them in the game, their effort is always 100%.
In your mind, who are the other players that had the dog?
Kobe,
Definitely.
MJ. I think that's from me growing up. That's
Earl Boykins.
What happened?
Earl Boykins.
I think we do have, you can't have everyone with that type of mentality. I mean, everyone can't have that mentality, but we do have a couple of guys that have that dog mentality that Kevin was talking about, and it's just an inner determination to be successful. It's just a drive that you have and it's internal. It doesn't come from anyone else. It's a chip on the shoulder, and we do have guys with that chip on their shoulder.